Hello, once again welcome to this channel. If you are not subscribed this channel, please subscribe it so that you can receive my videos. Today we are going to discuss capacitive transducer's basic principle. So once again, what is a transducer? Transducer is a device which converts one form of energy to another form. So here today we are going to discuss about the capacitive transducers and its basic principles. So definition, okay? Capacitive transducer is a passive transducer. Capacitive transducer is a passive transducer that determine the quantities like displacement, pressure and temperature, etc. by measuring the variations in the capacitance of capacitor. So there are two types of transducers are there, passive transducer and active transducer. Example of passive transducers are resistance, capacitor, inductor, etc. And the active transducer is piezoelectric transducers, some transistors, PN junctions, etc. So the capacitive transducer is actually, it is a passive transducer. And it can be used to measure the displacement, pressure and temperature by varying the capacitance of the capacitor. So the capacitive transducer is working on the principle of varying capacitor. In this transducer, capacitance between the plate is varied because of the distance between the plate, overlapping of the plate, and due to dielectric media change. So first of all, the definition of a capacitive capacitor, it is a passive transducer that determines the quantities like displacement, pressure, temperature, etc. by measuring the variation of the capacitance of the capacitor. So, principle of capacitive transducer. That is the operation principle of capacitive transducer is a variable capacitance, as I said earlier. So basic principle is the variable capacitance principle is used here. Now the question here is how the change in the capacitance of the capacitor occur. So the answer, before going to the answer, we see what is a capacitor. A capacitor consists of two conductors or plates that are electrically isolated from one another by a non-conductor. It is called dielectric. So, before going to study the capacitive transducer, we must know what is a capacitor. So, capacitor is nothing but because two conductive plates will be separated or isolated from each other by using a non-conductor media in between them. And that non-conductor media is a dielectric media. Like this. Two plates are there, two conductive plates will be separated or isolated each other by using a non-conductive media. So when two conductors are at different potential, the system is capable of storing some electric charge. For example, two conductors are at different potential, then it will be store some charge. The storage capability of capacitor is measured in farad. So this is the basics of a capacitor. So the principle of operation of the capacitive transducer is based upon the equations of the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. So the principle of the last slide we see what is a capacitor. Capacitor has two conductive plates separated by a dielectric media. And the capacitive transducer is based upon the equation for capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor, that is C is equal to epsilon naught epsilon r into A divided by D Faradays, where A is the area of the electrode, more specifically overlapping area. So this is the area of the electrode. A is represent the area of the electrode, or more specifically the overlapping area of these two plates, plate 1 and plate 2, or conductive plate 1 and conductive plate 2. So the overlapping area of these two plates is representing the air. And epsilon naught, the permittivity of air. For free space, it is 8.85 into 10 power minus 12 farad per meter. And epsilon r, the dielectric constant of insulating media, and is for, that is for air, epsilon r is equal to 1. Or we can be say capacitance C is equal to epsilon divided by epsilon into A divided by D, where epsilon is the dielectric constant. And this epsilon can be written as epsilon is equal to epsilon naught into epsilon r. So it is called the permittivity of the dielectric constant of a media is represented by the epsilon. So this is the basic principle that is here. We can be see if the capacitance of the capacitor can be changed, the three methods, that is either by varying the dielectric constant, or by varying the area, or by varying the distance. So this is the basic principle behind the capacitive transducer. So from the above equation, it is clear that capacitance of the capacitors depends upon the area of two plates, because we see that C is equal to epsilon A divided by D. So it is depends upon the area of the plate. Second, the distance between the two plates, D. Area, distance, and third, permittivity of the material. So in most of the cases, the above changes are caused by physical variables such as displacement, force, or pressure. Variation in capacitance is also there when dielectric media between the two plates change. That means epsilon is changing. And in the case of measurement of liquid or gas levels. So we can use this capacitive transducer to measure liquid or gas level by changing the value of epsilon, that is dielectric media. Therefore, capacitive transducers are commonly used for measure linear displacement. So, as from the equation, we can be said that the capacitance of this capacitor is depending upon the three factors, that is area, distance between the two plates, and epsilon. So basically, it can be concluded that there exist three methods by which capacitance of the capacitive transducer can be varied. That are by changing the area of overlapping. Here the term overlapping is used because from this figure we can see that how much area this plate will be overlap each other. So that is changing the area of overlapping. And the second one, by change the distance. So distance between two plates will be changes like this arrow mark, like the arrow mark can be changed. By changing the distance, capacitance is varying. And third one, by change the relative permittivity of this media. This media can be inside. These two plates will be fixed plates, and this dielectric material can be moved to and fro like this, like this. So by varying this dielectric material in between these two plates, we can also change the capacitance of the capacitor. So this is the basic principle behind the capacitive transducer. So I think you can understand what I said. Thank you for listening me. And if you have any doubts, please comment on it. And once again, thank you for listening.